Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Josh, and today I'm going to be telling you guys another ghost story of mine. A personal experience, if you wish. So, this one actually happened while I was away camping when I was a younger kid. So, I got together the local kids, and we all decided that we were going to play Manhunt. And we did Ichi Peachy Paraplum, or whatever the game was back then, and I was the one who got it. So I counted to 60. Everybody went to hide. The boundaries were that you could go anywhere inside the trailer park and you could go outside the trailer park, but you had to stay nearby. So there was this one street next to the trailer park that you could go actually connect to. It connected to the park, and you could walk straight down it. And there were a few houses on it, and they were kind of older houses, but one of the houses was actually abandoned. Nobody lived there. I didn't know this at the time, but it was the first white house to the right. So I went around looking for everybody. I found 3 or 4 kids, and there were 2 left. So I asked everybody, where are the kids? And they said, well, we don't want to cheat, so we can just give you a hint that they are on that street. So, wanting to find everybody, I started walking towards the street, and when I got to the point where I could see the White House, I could see the property on the White House, and the property on the White House extended about 200 feet backwards behind the house, and it was a fair big piece of property, and near the edge there was a tiny shed that was falling apart. It was in horrible shape. It was collapsed. The roof collapsed in on itself. The walls were kind of bent in, and it was made out of logs and stuff. And it looked like it was kind of rotten. And behind that was the woods. So I walked by and I shined the light back there, and I shined it back and forth, back and forth. And when I walked up to the house, I actually seen a figure standing by the shed. Back was facing me. So I yelled out, "Spotlight on you, come out, you're it." And of course, no one moved. I was kind of surprised. I said, "Once again, come out, I caught you, don't cheat." But this person just stood there. The back was facing me, and from what I made out, it looked like a woman. She wasn't very tall, and the way she was bent over kind of made her look like she was kind of elderly, which was kind of spooky to me. So, I don't understand why, but I decided to walk over a bit and yell out, "Hey, what are you doing? Why are you cheating?" So, I got to the fence next to the house, and I shined the light and I said, "Hey." And then I realized it wasn't the person, so I kind of backed away, and I walked away like as if nothing happened. But I walked past the house, and I kept on walking. I walked down to the park, and I didn't find anyone, so I started heading back. So this time when I passed the house, though, I shined the light back in the back of the property once again, because the curiosity got to the better of me. And I shined the light right on the shed where the person was standing. And I was kind of surprised because there was nobody there. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I walked by the house, and then, nobody was there. So I was like, okay. So I walked back to where everyone was, and I said, okay, where are they? And they said, oh, they had to go in because I got too late. I said, oh, okay, so are we going to play the game again, or what? And they said, no, it's too late. So we all finished up, and that was it for the night. The next night, we got together again. We were going to play Manhunt, and I said, guys, what's going on? Are we going to play or not? And of course, we were all playing. I was it once again. So the boundaries were the same. Everybody could go just outside the park, but that you couldn't go too far because that wouldn't be fair. So everybody went and hid, and once again I made my rounds, and I was looking around for people. So this time, once again, I passed by the White House, and I looked in the backyard, and this person was there again. So I was kind of spooked. I said, "Hello, ma'am, are you okay?" And the hands kind of moved, as if it was trying to move its fingers or whatever, trying to grab something, but it wasn't bending over. It was just kind of flexing the hand, opening and closing all the fingers, you know. And it was in the exact same spot next to the shed behind the house. So I was really spooked. So I started walking down the road again, and then I walked back to the house, and nothing was there. So of course I went back, and everybody got the home. So I was like, oh guys, sorry, but I just got really spooked out. So I told them what I seen the day before and then. And everybody looked at me extremely kind of terrified, and they said, you know, the lady that used to live there died in the house on the top floor to the left where the window is. Did you know that? And everybody had this terrified look on me, and I thought, at first I said, no, you guys are joking, because I just seen this lady in the back. And they all looked at me and they said, no, we're serious. So needless to say, that was the end of it for that weekend. I went home. We finished up then, and I went home, and then I came out the next weekend. So this time, I decided, you know, I'm gonna check that out tonight. I'm gonna walk over there by myself with a flashlight. I'm gonna shine the light on the house and see if there's anybody in there. See if my mind was just playing tricks on me. So I waited till it was 11 o'clock, about the same time it was the 2 nights before when I seen this person. So I walked over to the house. I turned my flashlight on, and I was standing right in front of the house. I walked back a bit so I could see the full house without having any trouble. I took the flashlight out. I shined it on the bottom 2 windows. Of course, nothing was there. Then I shined it on the top right window. Nothing was there. But when I shined the light in the top left corner, where everyone told me the lady had died, I seen somebody standing there, waving their hand back and forth.